Welcome in, guys, to another Walking Dead Road to Survival video. This is your host, JustCMTexx, and I'm back, and we are getting ready to discuss, okay, what am I gonna do now that Conquest is launched? Which direction should I go, and how to be efficient in the new era and the road to survival. So we're gonna go over a couple things in the 3 steps that I think that you guys need to take in order to be successful when it comes to the Conquest launch, okay, and how things are working in the new era. Now, the first thing that you want to look at is you want to go to the story mode, and you want to play through the campaign as much as you possibly can. Why do we play through the campaign? We play through the campaign for 2 main reasons. 1, to unlock the mythic keys that we see here, and 2, so that we can be able to farm the maps and get the gear items that we need, such as the military watches and gloves and things of that nature that we may need. So you want to make sure that you play through the story mode first as much as you possibly can. Now, you can be able to use your 6 stars to be able to get through this story mode. You don't need mythic characters to get through it as much. You can be able to use, like I said, your 6 stars. Bleed teams will work again on the 9 walker stage, and on the walker stages you need a lead that does a lot of crit, so you can use for that. If you're looking to complete those walker stages, you can go ahead and use Mythic Pete Anderson because he gives the crit. Or you can also use Jean Baptiste if you have him. They will help you on those walker stages. 9 walker stages, you just want to use either a bleed team, or you can be able to use any strong damage team that you put together to be able to get through it. The story mode is not that hard. It's not intended to be that way, but you just want to play through that as much as possible. This is the first thing you want to do because you're going to unlock mythic keys, and those mythic keys are then going to be able to be used here in the museum so that you can be able to claim your mythic fighters. Now, once you come in here and claim your mythic fighters, you want to hold on to these fighters and these silver fighters, because there's a certain way that you have to level up your characters, all right, and that is going to be important. So once you do that, you want to next go ahead and start working through Conquest. Okay, you want to play through Conquest as much as you possibly can, and the reason why you want to play through Conquest is simply because in order to get more military supplies and your training supplies, you have to play through the Conquest Roadmap. So as you can see here, I am here on a Conquest Roadmap. I cannot play any further. I've reached my limit, but what you can expect is at the end of the Conquest Roadmap, you will be able to get more military supplies per minute and more training supplies per minute. So that is the second thing that you want to be able to do. You want to play through the story mode, okay, get as much unlocked as possible. Number 2, you want to play through the Conquest mode so that you can be able to unlock those military supplies, because you're going to need them to upgrade the character's abilities. All right, now once you do that, you can start working on your Mythic Rouster. Now, your Mythic Rouster is what you're gonna do and use to be able to set yourself up in the mythic era, right? Now, with this Mythic Rouster though, you want to be careful to not just level up anybody, right? Now, if you look at who I've leveled up so far, and if you pay attention to my first 5 characters that I'm working to level here, 4 of them are damage dealers and 1 is a support toon. Next, you'll see I have 2 healers on this list here. Why is that? The reason is because your damage dealers is the team that you want to build first. You want to be able to build you a team that's going to be able to have high attack value and be able to help you in upcoming events. So you want to start working on your building for your offensive team first. Okay, defensive team, you can kind of put that together. You just need to last a couple turns, but you want to make sure your offensive team is fast hitting, so you want to work on those tunes. Okay, now you don't just want to level up anybody or any tune. You want to make sure that what you're doing has thought, you're building a team, and that team is going to be able to help you and things of that nature. So if you go ahead and look here, we have Tyrese. Tyrese is built because he has the AoE damage. Okay, and secondly, we have Negan as a leader because Negan has the 25% attack and the focus gain. All right, we also have Rick. If I'm switching it up, Rick gives 20% attack and an increased traded damage. So you could be able to put a rainbow team together and be able to work it that way. So there's just a couple of small ideas there, and then we have some massive damage dealers in Abraham and Axel as well to be able to add to that team. And we can also add Aaron to that team to provide heals and revives if need be. So you want to make sure that you have a strategy when you're leveling up the characters. Now you can just go ahead and tier your characters up before you level them. That is my recommendation. My recommendation is to tier the characters, your team, up before you level them. So for example, if I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna tier Aaron up, I simply click on him. Okay, I simply click here and we click the ascend here, or you can go to the ascendance tower and it'll tell you what you need to be able to get him to tier 3. So I'm gonna need any two silver mythics, but they have to be level 2. So we would simply just go back. We would simply go back to our monument here, and we would just level up 2 silver mythics to get them to tier 2. So Connie's 1, and then I would take another green one and level him up. So we take another green one, but you want to make sure, let me go ahead and grab another green one, level them up to tier 2. Just want to show you how this works. So bam, they're both tier 2. I didn't level them, didn't do anything to them. I'm now gonna go back to Aaron, and now these two have populated here, so I can go ahead and add them in and be able to upgrade Aaron to tier 3. Notice I didn't level him. Aaron is just tier 3 now. So now Aaron is tier 3, and 2 more of his skills now have become unlocked. So next, if you click here again, it'll tell you I need 2 of them that are tier 3. You know, you can do that later on. You want to get them to at least tier 3, okay? Because you can, I think tier 3 is a really good starting point for your basic team. So even with Abraham, I work on Abraham and get Abraham also to tier 3. Okay, so you can take any of these guys, use 2 tier 2s. That's 1. That's 2, because this is what the silver mythics are used for. So now I go back to Abraham, and now Abraham is tier 3, and his new skill is unlocked, and he has a new upgrade, which is going to give us more tiers to level him to make him more powerful. So this is what you want to be able to do to be able to get your characters to where you need them to be. That's what they're used for. Now your military supplies, you want to go ahead, collect those and everything. They renew every 15 minutes. So what you'll see is that every 15 minutes you're going to get 171 military supplies, 50 training supplies. You want to keep those. Okay, now for the lieutenant system, what happens with the lieutenant system is here. Okay, if the level cap is 300, but you go ahead and add 45 cap, so there's 15 cap a piece. There's no changes to these guys, but you add 15. So what's going to happen is your new level is going to be 345. All right, so for example, if you look at Tyrese is the select role for the damage dealer. What's going to happen is all of my characters now is going to have a plus 14 level cap here. So these fighters have the plus 14 level cap. Now, if I go to Tyrese and I look at him on the roster, what you'll see is Tyrese is 425, but because I've leveled up my lieutenant 14 levels, Tyrese now will act as a level 439. Okay, so that's what those what the lieutenant is for. Nice and easy, very simple. Don't want to overcomplicate it. Okay, now you want to make sure that you're saving on to your veteran rings, because you're going to need those for the lieutenant system and everything. Hold on to those veteran rings. Do not use them outside of this here. So there we have it. This is the updated guide for you guys to be able to go ahead, start playing through the road of Mythic event. There's a lot going on in the game. Pace yourself, continue to move forward, and enjoy the update. This your boy JustCMTexx. Hit that like, subscribe, notification bell. If you need any help, you can go ahead and join my Discord. I'm always there to be able to help you with anything that you may need help with as far as building teams, things of that nature. Just go ahead and join up on that Discord. Links down in the description. This your boy JustCMTexx. Peace.